Assalamualaikum, hi everyone. So today we're going to look into the chapter 4, the document construction. So in the document construction, the goal of any document construction process is to create the document so that it can easily be constructed, consistent and easy to be edited. So the stages would involve is as document planning, document composition, document construction and also document management. In the document planning, of course, you need to have a proper planning on what team should be included in your team for doing the electronic publishing project. Then you have to do the trial and true practice using thumbnail sketches so that you can control the typesetting and the construction of your document. And in the document planning, usually we will use this kind of guidelines. You need to plan the document with thumbnail before start laying it out on computers. You can sketch it on papers to draw about what should be what your project should be look like. Use master page items to create page elements so that you know uh, what should be repeated from page to page. For example, the text box, the page numbers, the headers, the footers, and etc. The style sheet to format and the control type format. This is most likely about your font, your page number position, your color should be used in the each page. And then about the next one is the plan to use graphic file formats which are appropriate. Sometimes we wanted to use the JPEG, or sometimes we require the PNG, the SVG format, and then sometimes we need to consider whether bitmap is appropriate, bitmap format of photos of graphics, or sometimes we need to consider also the vector graphic to be used in our project. So this is the plan that we need to identify. So set aside some time to proofread the draft copy, especially about your writing. We will need to see whether there is an error in our sentences. We need to fix it before we go for publication. And you also need to keep the document as clean as possible. Anything that has not been used in the uh, document, you need to delete it. For example, like empty box or white box that is having non-function to be existed on the document, because this will increase the size of the file that you created in your computers. And you also need to include graphics in the document that are compatible to final use, so that when you go to printing company, to your partner, printing partner, if their computer cannot open your document, so this backup file can be open to help your document to be printed. The next stage is the document composition, whereby uh, it is used to format your content, especially in terms of arranging and organizing, printing and visual control of your document. It consists of this graphic application, also the page elements. In the aspect of graphic application, you need to consider this kind of information. There are two types of graphic application, which is the painting, whether you already rasterize all the graphics, which is also considered as the bitmap content or bitmap object, or you are using the drawing content like outline or vector graphic. So you need to see which application that you use. And in my case, I would recommend the vector graphic so that it's easier to be edited and the pixel will not going to be broken at any time. The next one is the page element, the type, to ensure the existence of screen font and printer font, so that the one that you view on the computer is similar to what will be printed. You wanted to get the we see what you see is what you get. And the graphic, the low resolution graphic formats is not recommended to be used. It's better for you to use the high resolution graphic. The native file, prepare and attach original graphic document together so that the view of the document is plausible. It can be printable and easily to be managed. If you did not prepare the native files, the original files, I mean, for example, if you are using any photo, the original file of the photo need to be kept together so that if anything happens to the document, you still have the backup file. And the next stage is about the document construction. You need to consider the master pages. The master pages is like a template. Once you set up the master pages, the all the other pages will follow the master pages layout. For example, the master pages will set the page number, location, the header that should be repetitively appeared in any pages, the page elements, the header, the page numbers. Sometimes we wanted the logo of our brand to be appeared in every page, so you need to set them in the master pages. About the style sheet, you need to discuss and discover. You need to identify what kind of font that you want to use in any pages of your document. Then the type formatting, the kerning, the leading of the paragraph. You need to ensure that you are doing the publication in a consistent level, so that in any page the viewer or the reader of your publication will see that you are doing this project professionally, and the delivery of the information can be done smoothly with this consistent structure of style sheet. And next one is the document management. This is the crucial aspect of electronic publishing, whereby you are recommended to do this kind of file management. First, to develop a consistent folder, name the file, and use this file. Because sometimes when we do the graphic design, when we do the editing part, we don't put it in the specific folder. We just put it in the basic folder and scattered all over, all in the computers, and it's very hard for us to identify which one is the recent one and which one is the one that we wanted to edit. Place the high resolution graphic in similar folder as the page layout document, so that at any time you wanted to modify the file, it is much easier. Send your output service company prior to final output. It means that the one that you drafting is prior to the final draft. Okay, and then the periodically save multiple copies of documents because in electronic publication the files is easily corrupted, so you need to have a backup. Reducing long documents into smaller and more manageable, because bigger size requires more powerful computer to read, so long documents will create big size of document, so you need to make it smaller and more manageable. Make daily backup as previously, because computer crashes of lost data, and archive image that make copies of them and remove them from active hard drive. I have to make room for new files on computer, because we don't want that our storage of our computers depleted. And that would be all for this chapter.